The whole notion of liquidity and things in a state of flux, which have then been arrested somehow, but they're still, even though it's arrested, they still imply movement. It's about trying to articulate a movement in space, which is dynamic, fluid, flowing, endlessly repeating, returning back into itself again. It has no beginning or end. My name's Oliver Barrett. I've been making sculptures for the past 35 years. And I suppose over the past 30 years I've tried to look at how a line can contain meaning without describing anything. I suppose the best question anyone can come away with looking at a piece is like, what is it? What's it meant to be that trigger a whole series of sort of cascading ideas? What I'm interested in, or a lot of what art can do, is a sort of great visual serendipity, which is a sort of moment of recognizing something that you had forgotten, that then you know. It's sort of bumping into something you already know. What happens if my mind wanders through these tangled spaces and interacts with the community, the people and the place around it? And how does that sort of filtering interaction affect the way that you then see the rest of the world? Guangzhou is a very imaginary place for me, and in a way the more distant it is, the more it triggers this imaginative world. So the Peng Race, it's a very ambitious site. The site where it sits on the Pearl River, placing cultural artifacts, cultural moments, right at the centre of a big urban development. But in particular with this piece, Drawing Water, has that element of wonder to it, both in terms of its scale, in terms of its diffusion of the colour on it and the rhythm of the piece, all of which can be seen in the river, all of which can be seen in Guangzhou too. Myself, I'm very rooted in this part of Kent, so I was brought up nearby. My studios are here, my children went to school nearby, so home is definitely safe, but also definitely a place of creativity. And in a way, the stability of my own upbringing, my own place in the world, has allowed for a lot of the looseness and lyricism of the work. It's more the license that you give yourself to enter the territory of your imagination.